Welcome to your chair yoga practice. Today we are going to be doing a short little practice of 5 essential stretches, in my opinion. And then I couldn't just do 5, so there's a bonus one if you stay to the end. So let's take a few breaths together. Eyes closed down, tall spine, a few cleansing breaths. And then moving more inward, in and out through the nose. Beautiful. Gently open the eyes. Stay with that steady breath. And then our first stretch is going to be a forward fold. So tall spine here, hands on the thighs. And then we bring the belly towards the thighs, then the chest, and then the head and arms hang. Sometimes there's space between the legs and the torso. And if that's you, you could place a block here, you could place a pillow here, you could place a rolled up blanket. So that you can relax. We want stretching to be relaxing. So add that in if you need it. We want to release as much tension as possible. So fully letting go. Try to melt the muscles of the back body. Let the shoulders and neck have a break. You feel the head pull towards the floor. With that steady breath, you can feel the torso press into the legs. One more breath. Stay relaxed as you rise, press into your feet and uncurl all the way. Arms just hang, and then the head comes up last. Good. Big exhale. Lovely. So let's just get the arms stretched. So we'll spark through the fingers. Inhale. We're going to press into the feet if the feet reach the floor. Stretch up through fingers, and then exhale, stretch back down. So we're circling the arms out to the sides and up. And then back down. One more time. Inhale up. Exhale back down. And then this time when we bring them up, I want you to interlace fingers and press palms to the sky. Really find a stretch through the side body, through the shoulders, arms, and even the hands here. You might bring your gaze up if that feels good in the neck. Good. And then let's release the hands. We're going to bring the right hand down to the chair seat, left arm up and over. I like to press into my left foot and anchor down into my left hip. So I'm pressing that hip down into the chair seat and really lean. Lean into the right arm so that I get a nice big stretch through the left side. And then when I breathe, I'm breathing into the left side body, spreading the ribs. And then on your next exhale, we'll sweep that left arm down. That'll be the hand that now plants into the side of the chair, and we'll sweep the right arm up and over. Same thing, I'm going to anchor down into my right foot, my right hip, really lean into the left arm, and then stretch that right side body. See if you can make more space between your right hip bone and your underarm. Back up, inhale, and exhale. So we've moved through 2 essential stretches. We're going to come into the third essential stretch. So I really think that a twist is essential. So we're going to have a nice tall spine and we're going to twist over to the right. Now there's a lot of ways that you can twist and there's a lot of options that you can do. So know that you can do something like this where we twist with a nice tall spine. You're seated nice and tall, left hand to the outside of the right leg, right hand behind, and then we have the chin over the right shoulder. Now I'm going to show you a different option. So be here, 2 more breaths. Beautiful. Another option could be, we're still going to turn that upper body to the right, but I'm going to slide my bottom to the front edge of the chair seat and kind of heel toe my feet a little bit wider. They're still just about hip distance. And then I'm going to drop my legs over to the left and twist my chest and head to the right. So I have some weight into my arms and hands. So I'm just giving you another option to see if that one works better for you or feels better for you. So come back up. Now let's go left with that tall seated twist. Over to the left, right hand on the outside of the leg, and then chin over the left shoulder. You really want to think about each and every vertebrae twisting. You might start at the tip of the tailbone and work your way up. And then make sure you finish the chin over the shoulder. You can even take your eyes all the way to the corners. It's an extra little helper to just make the twist a little bit deeper. Good, untwist. And then here's the version more reclined. Legs go to the right, chest and head to the left. So you're just leaned here and you're adding the leg movement in. So you might feel a little more twist. Everybody's going to be different. Good, back to center. Slide your bottom back to center. So this one is really like my number one essential stretch. If you can only do one, this is the thing I think you should do every single day. So we're going to bring the right knee into the chest. And I'm going to bring my ankle past my left thigh so that I'm here making this 4 in a way. This is a figure 4 hip stretch. And but there's different ways that you can do it. Say the ankle doesn't feel good, it doesn't come over here over the thigh. Then I might do here where I stack the knees, or I might do here where I just cross the ankles. But I could also do something with the block. I could either place it here on the inside of my left leg or the outside of my left leg and bring the outside edge of my foot here. And then this right hip is open. Okay. And then just remember, there's different heights to this block. And like I said, you could bring it to the outside, just kind of play around with it and see what works for you. This is where I'm going to be for the stretch. So you decide where you'd like to be. Just meet yourself where you are. Okay. Now, if it's available, I want you to flex that right foot. If you're feeling a lot of sensation already in the hip, then you're just going to stay here and you're going to breathe. And you're already feeling the stretch. If you want to feel more, then you're going to come forward. When you feel resistance, you pause. Keep that spine nice and long. Long, slow, deep breaths. Just being with the sensation. Shoulders nice and relaxed, jaw relaxed. And then again, if it's available, if your foot's on a block, it might not be. We'll add this little ankle rotation here. For me, it adds and it loosens the hip up for me. Everything's connected. Switch directions. Good, then pause and flex the foothold here. Now you could see if you can come a little deeper into the stretch with the torso coming down in that long spine. There's another couple of options that you could do as well. So if you're super flexible in the hips or you feel like this is a good option for you, you could lift the heel up that's off of the floor. But I'm going to keep my torso where it is so that I feel that extra squeeze. You could also slide the block underneath your foot, right? That does the same thing. And then another option could be that you gently grab the leg. You might hook your arm around it and then lift it up into the chest and then kind of rock. It's like you're cradling the leg. So these are all options. Some of you are it's gonna be right for you, and some of these options are not. So just, again, meet yourself where you are. Let's rise, inhale. Exhale. Lovely. Knee into the chest, squeeze and hug in, and then relax. Let's move into the left side. Knee into the chest, tall spine. All of those same options that I gave you are the same for the left. And usually sides are different. As you can see, probably my left that's showing here isn't as open. So my knee's a little bit higher, but I'm still comfortable here with my ankle over my thigh. So I'm not going to fold forward as far. So just meet yourself where you are. If you need a little more support on this side, then add that in. Inhale, fold, exhale. Goal here is to just relax tension. Once you're settled in, let's add that ankle movement. And then switch directions. Flex the foot. Same options to add more. Lift the heel, block under the foot, or pulling leg into the chest. So stay with that option, whatever it is. You might not even be adding one. 2 more breaths. Lovely. Rise, inhale. Exhale. Knee into the chest. Squeeze and hug in. So we're going to now move into a lunge. So I'm going to try to give you a lot of different options here again, but I'm going to turn to the left. I'm going to drop my right knee down towards the front of the chair. So my left leg is out the left side of the chair. Now you can either be here with just your knee floating in midair. I have my toes under and I'm pressing back through my heel. Another option could be that you have the support of a block under that knee. You could also hold foot or ankle. You could also do that without a block. Right here. Okay. And then there might be some of you that want more, and you can rise and lift up off the chair. You can still hold on to the chair back. And then you play with pressing the heel back or maybe bending the knee more to see which one serves you in the sensation. Okay, so there are some options. And I find that the further back that we take the knee, the more stretch that we're going to get in the quad muscle, the hip flexor, and the groin. All right, so let's go ahead. We're going to face the left side. Really feel the hips and pelvis move forward. And then hands could be on the hips. If you want to add more, you could bring arms behind, hold elbows, interlace fingers, and pull arms away. So there's lots of ways to adjust and make things deeper or more tailored to you. So I encourage you to explore and experiment to find those little adjustments. Breath is steady. And if you're holding that foot in your hand. Pressing the foot into the hand adds more stretch. Beautiful. So if you have the foot in the hand, go ahead and release it down. I want to just give you an opportunity. We're not going to take time here to do it, but I want you to know this is a really beautiful place to take a twist. And so you could sweep your arms up and then twist towards your chair back. I feel like when we're in this lunge, the spine just gets a little extra twist down low. So know that you could add that in here. Lovely. So we're going to open back up to center and then over to the other side. Right leg's out the right side of the chair. And then we have the left leg receiving the stretch. So all of the same options, things that I said on the other side, are the same for this. Good. So find your version. Add the arms in if you'd like. If you've got the foot, maybe you even try for both hands. So if the toes are under and the heel is open, then you're going to try to press back through that heel. And if you have the foot, you're going to press foot into hand. Remember, you can also be lifted off of the chair. Just keep everything safe for you. One more beautiful breath. Lovely. Release. And like I said, a beautiful place for a twist. Arms can reach up and twist to the chair back. Come back to center. So we have done 5 essential stretches, and if you're good, awesome, then those are beautiful for you. If you want to know my last bonus one, I really feel like we need a little back bend, just because all day long we're usually working this way, right? We're looking at our phone, we're washing dishes, we're doing chores, we're on our computer, we're driving, all the things forward and down. And so it's really good to just open up the shoulders, the chest, the collarbones, the heart space in the front, and then the throat. Okay. So I'm just going to simply have my hands on the back of the chair seat for this, and I'm going to slide my bottom to the front edge of the chair. And my feet are going to be hip distance. And then I arch the back, pinch the shoulder blades, and then drop my neck and head back. So I'm going to turn my chair just so that you can see me in that particular position. So I'm pinching my shoulder blades together, encouraging my belly button to come forward. And then as long as it feels okay in your neck and head, add in the head drop back. Breathing deeply all the way down to the low belly. Gently bring the chin towards the chest first. Take a breath. And then begin to walk the hands forward, tall spine. So another way that you could achieve that same stretch is every night before bed, you could lay on your bed with your tops of your shoulders, neck and head just hanging off the edge, hanging off the end, hanging off the side of the bed. And you could do it for however long feels comfortable, up to 5 minutes. So that's another more supportive way to do that stretch. But that is my essential stretches if I had to break it down to 5 or 6. So I hope that helps you. And we'll take 3 cleansing breaths together. Inhale nose, exhale mouth. In, let it go. One more. Take this moment to notice how you feel. to thank yourself for showing up for you today. Namaste.